Welcome to the Athletes Canvas channel, where the athletes display their God given gift, talent, and ability. I'm your host, OB, and today we're here to talk about what happened in the EFL, the FA Cup, yes, and the UEFA Champions League. Okay, so we're here to talk about what happened in the EFL, the FA Cup, and the Champions League. All right, so let's kick it off with the championship. As you know, Coventry is on their way to automatic promotion to the Premier League. And guess what happened? A surprise. Millwall overtook Middlesbrough. So Middlesbrough fall back into third position, which means that they have to go to the playoff to qualify for the Premier League. Yes, they fall back into third. So they will have to play if it finish like that, then they have to go to the playoff to emerge, to come out on top, to go to the Premier League. All right. You have Ipswich is in fourth position, but Ipswich have 2 games in hand. Ipswich have 2 games in hand. And if Ipswich should have, you know, win those 2 games, they would leap over Middlesbrough and Millwall. For now, for now, if Ipswich would have played those two game in hand, and they say if they win those 2 game in hand, they would have jumped over Millwall and Middlesbrough, so they would back into the Premier League. They would jump right back into the Premier League, or they would set up themselves for automatic promotion, because automatic promotion is not guaranteed until the season done, until the season finish. And we got some games to go. Yeah, we got some games to go. This thing is far from over. Yeah, this thing is far from over. You have at least 6 to 8 games, 6 to 8 games to go. Plus, you have the playoff, and we don't know who gonna be in the playoff. But Coventry, they're pretty much on their way to automatic promotion to the Premier League. Well, the fight is between Millwall, Middlesbrough, and Ipswich for automatic promotion. They are fighting for automatic promotion. And then you have the other teams, you know, the tops. All right. Say if Coventry automatic promotion, right, to the Premier League. And then say Ipswich came second, automatic promotion. Then you would have Millwall, Middlesbrough, whoever finish fifth and whoever finish sixth, they will have to go to a playoff. And who win the whole entire playoff get promotion to the English Premier League. So that's how this thing works. Anyway, all right, let's jump right into the FA Cup. We have a gameplay today. We have a gameplay that we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the game between Manchester City and Liverpool. And the score is very, very disappointing. This scoreline is very disappointing. To see Liverpool go to the Etihad and get four, they beaten by Manchester City 4 goals to nil. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing for a top level team like Liverpool go to the Etihad and be beaten 4 goals to nil by Manchester City. This is embarrassing. And let me tell you, I think Arne Slot is under pressure. Yes, he is under pressure. He's feeling the heat because no way you should be getting 4-0 at the Etihad by Manchester City. I'm not a Liverpool fan, but a team like Liverpool to go all the way to Stamford Bridge and get four, you can't find a goal, not a goal. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. And I think that Onslaught gonna feel the heat. He gonna feel the pressure. He gonna feel it. Because no way you should be getting four from Manchester City at the Etihad. So you're out of the Carabao Cup. All right, you get knocked out of the Carabao Cup. Now you get knocked out of the FA Cup. You're not in a position to win the Premier League. You're not in a position to win the Premier League. So you're gonna be in big trouble. Manchester City, they're going through the semi-final. Yes, the game that they win today propel them to the semi-final. All right. Let's jump right into the Champions League. Just a 1 second. All right. Next week, Liverpool gonna go to the France, going to France to play Paris Saint-Germain, one of the favorite to win the Champions League. Paris Saint-Germain, they are one of the favorite to win the Champions League based on the form that they have in the round of 16 and based on how they played Chelsea over the two leg, that kind of propelled them into favorite position, one of the favorite to win the Champions League because they beat Chelsea comprehensively in France and they beat Chelsea comprehensively at Stamford Bridge. They destroyed Chelsea. They beat Chelsea convincingly in both legs. So that brings them to be one of the favorites to win the Champions League. So Liverpool, they have to go to Paris next week to try and get a result. And honestly, in my opinion, in my analysis, I don't see Liverpool coming away with a result. I mean, the ball is round. and anything can happen. Anything can happen. Paris Saint-Germain, they can have a bad day. They can have a bad day, and Liverpool just get the better of them. That can happen. Yes, that can happen. All kind of scenario can happen. Paris Saint-Germain can make a bad tackle. One of the guy get a red card. Anything can happen. But it is very, very hard for me to see Liverpool go to Paris Saint-Germain to get a result, much less to get a win. I can see it. I can see it. So slot on a slot, I think he gonna be under so much pressure that he might have to resign, or they sacked him. They sacked him after the game with Paris Saint Germain based on the result. Liverpool get a bad result, they sacked him. That's all I can say. So there you have it. There you have it. For those few bit of information and my analysis and opinion. So like, share, and subscribe to the Athletes Canvas channel, where the athletes display their God-given gift, talent, and ability. Until next time, peace out.